a day today. I'm going to possibly get contacts. I think I can do contacts. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'll be okay. And then we have to go to the Salvation Army because I need to find some work pants because the work pants at work are really ugly and I can't order those, and I burned a hole in my knee. And
if not, then we're going somewhere else to buy them.
yeah, and then I
Look for Dylan.
I have a meeting, and then I have to go to work, and that's the day. It's gonna be awesome. How's your coffee?
Delicious.
You know what
I wish
need?
you liked chocolate.
I need a cup of coffee. What happened over here? $14 for a whole bag of clothes.
Name brand too.
All Nike and Under Armour. Cleaned up in there, yo. All right, on our way to stop 2. Maybe I get contacts. I don't know if I can stretch my eyeball open that far. Is that a thing? Number 2. Pearl Vision. Possible contacts. Look at the cute little glasses out here. Oh, they're like bifocals, little spectacles. Oh, she can see her child, and her child can see. Well, I have my contacts in and my glasses on. For better, I don't. Because I couldn't do it. I gave up. Look at how puffy my eye is right now. And it's on fire.
It was like a half hour of trying to put contacts.
I was just poking my eye for 30 straight minutes. You should have been recording me poking my eye.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was awful. So I made a decision that I will wear glasses for the rest of my life, because to hell with those stupid little things and poking my eyeball every day. Not happening. Good news is my insurance covers my eye care visit today, so I paid no money to poke my eyeball for 30 minutes. What a waste of time. I'm so upset. The doctor was nice, though. He's a very nice eye doctor. And he literally opened his eyeball and showed me how to just stick your finger in your eye today. So he just kept poking his eyeball. And he was like, see, it's not bothering me. He was a champ, because I wanted to blink as soon as I got to here. And, yesterday I was listening to Eminem's new album, and there was a song on there, and one of the lyrics in the song made reference to the fact that parents of the kids listening to the songs don't understand Eminem and blah 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 blah, which made me think of something entirely off topic. Number one, first off, Eminem, Marshall, listen. The parents do understand now, because you've been doing this for 20 years. So the parents you're referring to that don't understand, we had parents that didn't understand back in the day when your first album came out. So I don't know if those lyrics still hold true. Okay, Marshall? That's the thing. But it made me think of this generation gap. How when I was growing up, I hated Elvis and my dad hated Eminem. And that was the kind of battle we had. And nowadays, I like Eminem, and my kid likes Chance the Rapper. So there's this battle, and it's obviously cyclical and ongoing. But I just thought it was weird that Eminem would be referencing that parents don't understand his lyrics when the parents are the people that initially understood his lyrics, us. But that made me think of a new segment that I want to do in the blender called Generation Gap. So in Generation Gap, and the other thing I thought of was the other day when I did that regurgitation of creativity, how everything is cyclical and everything just comes back, like It and Fuller House and that kind of thing, that our generations, although we like to think they're different, and there's a lot of new technology and such out there, are pretty much the same. So this is the intro to Generation Gap. Today we're going to do school lunch. So Amanda and I are going to sit down and we're going to tell you our favorite school lunches from when we were kids. And the kids don't know I'm going to do this. I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to ask them what kind of school lunches they really like. And we'll see how close they really are some 20 some odd years later. How much does, stuff really change? That's what we're going for with the Generation Gap. Oh, hey.
Hey.
We're doing a new segment, which you just heard me talk about because you were sitting here while I was over there. It's called Generation Gap. So today we're talking about our favorite school lunches. So when you went to school, give me 3 lunches that you really, really liked.
Pizza.
Pizza. Okay. What was the pizza shape like?
We used to have the, I don't know what it was, but with the crust on the side. What do they call them? You can buy them still. They weren't just like
French bread pizzas?
no, it had like the crust, like individual pizzas.
Like personal pan pizzas?
Yeah, they were kind of like personal pan. I forget what they call them. I like that, and I think that was it.
That was it? That's all you ate? What were some of the other popular ones, though? Maybe you didn't like them.
People like Taco Day.
Did they put your cheese, your meat, and your lettuce all in separate plastic cups?
Yeah,
And then
I
give
think
you
so.
the taco shells, and
Yeah.
most of the kids crushed them up and made a
Yeah,
taco
well, the
salad?
meat was already on the shells. Yeah, and then I don't know. I think there was like a Turkey Club Day.
Oh, Turkey Club Day.
Yeah, but it only had like turkey on it. I don't recall bacon.
That's not really a turkey
I
club
know.
then. I really like turkey chunks and gravy. Do you remember turkey chunks and gravy?
No.
It was either your
didn't eat it.
an ice cream scoop of mashed potatoes or rice, and then it had like gravy and turkey chunks over the top of it. That was good.
I brought my lunch a lot of the times.
Ugh, loser. How much was your lunch if you bought it?
I don't know. I really don't remember
I think
because
mine
my
was like
mom
75
was-
to 85 cents.
It was cheaper for my mom to buy it. She said with 3 of us. In
I think it was 75 to 85
or
cents.
to bring it.
And then I had crunchy fish on a bun, which was always my favorite. Ham and cheese melt, and the cheese turned brown on the sides. The hamburger in the water, always
See, now
delicious.
I like ham and cheese melt, but I like the school one that they have.
You can't say what it is yet, because we're going to let the kids talk about what their favorite lunches are.
Okay.
And Mexican pizza was my favorite. Oh, I loved Mexican pizza.
That was gross.
It was like shaped like a stop sign. Do you remember? Was yours octagon shaped?
I didn't order it.
Oh, I always ordered. How do you know it was gross if you didn't order it?
I remember trying it one time, but I don't remember what it looked like.
Oh, it was
I just
definitely.
remember
Mine was shaped like an octagon.
I was like, ew, and it tasted gross.
I thought it was good.
I
All right,
didn't like it.
now we're gonna find out. Those were our lunch favorites, and Amanda's not favorites. Now we're gonna go find out. I'm gonna go find some kids and see what their favorite lunch
Do I
lunch foods
get
are.
to come back to with what my favorite lunch there is now?
Sure. Check it out. On the blender, we are doing a sit up so I can see your face. Not you, him. You sit up. We're doing a new segment called Generation Gaps. Me and Amanda just discussed what our favorite school lunches were. What I'm looking for is how similar school lunch was 20 years ago in, say, 96 to how school lunch is now in 2018. So if you guys could just tell me, like, your favorite school lunches and what they consist of.
My favorite school
The
lunch
mac and
is mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
It consists of noodles and fake cheese, most likely. I don't know. You know.
What are some of the other popular? That's your favorite too, mac and cheese? What are some of the other more popular lunches?
Hold on, I'm taking this.
What do the kids get excited for?
Why is this car acting
We're
so
not
crazy?
other kids.
I like tacos.
How are your tacos served?
Why is this car acting so crazy?
I don't
want
know.
it. They have like meat in them.
And where do they put the lettuce and the cheese in them, or?
No, you can ask for cheese. Cameron, I just left you in your car. You can ask for cheese, but like usually, if you don't want cheese, then they just leave it with like meat in it. They leave it with just like meat in it, and then you go out to the little tray table thing, and there's like sour cream, and if you want lettuce, then you have to get like salad because they don't have
Oh,
like
okay.
shredded
What are
lettuce.
the other big ones?
Nacho Grande.
What's Nacho Grande?
You get chips, like tortilla chips, and you get meat on them, and then you get cheese on them, and then if you want, you could put salsa and sour cream on them. Me, personally, I take all the chips out, and I just eat the meat with sour cream and salsa, but, I mean...
What about, like, ham and cheese melt? Do you have ham
No,
and cheese
yeah,
melt?
we have those, but I don't really like those.
What about Mexican pizza? Do you have Mexican pizza?
No, we have taco pizza. Garlic pizza is my favorite of all
Oh,
time.
I did have garlic pizza when I was in school.
Garlic
What
pizza
about...
is my favorite.
Here's a question. What about turkey chunks and gravy?
We call it turkey a la king.
What is turkey a la king?
Turkey chunks and gravy on mashed potatoes.
Like, how do they serve you the mashed potatoes?
In a lump.
Like,
What do you mean you
Circle.
scoop
What
it
do they-
on your tray?
what do they
bro?
scoop it with?
Like an ice cream scoop.
Ah, it's the same, bro. It's the same. See, lunch is not that much different.
I didn't know how to explain it. It's like a lump of mashed potatoes. It's
And
not
then they
like
just
a,
plop the turkey chunks on there.
Yeah.
Nice.
They have like one of those like the spoons that They aren't like super deep, but they're like a nice circle and they don't go down too far.
That's amazing. Oh, those are all your favorites?
I don't like turkey al
But you covered all your favorites?
I also like teriyaki chicken.
What about hamburgers? Do they have hamburgers still?
They look like snowflakes.
They look like snowflakes.
Yeah, because you get hamburger, or you could get a cheeseburger, or you could get a bacon cheeseburger.
How do they, where do they keep them?
On like a pan. Like, it's like if you walk into the lunch line, there's like a window, and then there's like pans, and they keep like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like a sink. There's like 4 sinks, not real sinks, but then they put a pan on top of like 2 of the sink holes, and then they just have
Like steam and stay warm?
and they just have all the patties on them.
Oh, well, thank you for this edition of Generation Gap.
Oh, sure, welcome.
Today was school lunch. Next week
What
we'll
was
do
last-
something different.
what was
Ask
last
them all. What's your favorite now?
I like the I don't know if they still do it because I don't go like during school days all the time, but I do like their pizza, but I really like their ham and cheese on a pretzel roll.
It's my favorite. It's the best thing they have now. Such an upgrade. By the way, they still have turkey chunks and gravy.
Yeah, it's turkey a la king.
Yeah, but they still use the ice cream scoop for the mashed potatoes.
Of course they do.
Look at 20 years later and nothing has changed.
KFC uses that for their mashed potatoes
Ew,
too.
that's gross. They're outside for their nightly feeding.
I don't feed them.
Of course not.
The snow on the nose. It's time for the Landon Bergie.
Joke of the day. How do you catch a rabbit?
I don't know how to catch a rabbit.
Lay down in a field and make carrot sounds. I'm hilarious. I'll be here all night.
You sure are. Thanks, bud.
That's it. Vlog's over. Go home. We probably are home. Turn it off. I mean, unless you like the Bare Naked Ladies and you like looking up, and then that's the name of the song, looking up, so you can like listen to the last like 8 seconds of the song, and because that's the end, and then all that stuff is in there. So yeah, listen to that. It's good for you. It'll make you feel more positive and bubbly and happy about life. I'm at work. I'm about 4 hours from done. It's about 11 o'clock at night. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the day. I hope you enjoyed our new segment. Till tomorrow, Blender Blades, hit the puree button. Keep on blending. Cam drop.
Everywhere I go is home. Every town and every road. Every song I've ever known. Carried in my bones.